Happy Q3 earnings day, everyone. So MSTR reports earnings today after market close at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get right into it. We have a big day on our hands. Michael Saylor and Phong Le, the CEO of Strategy, Michael Saylor, Executive Chairman. They're expected to speak. I expect them to cover a lot of hot topics, including MNAV compression. They're going to talk about the stretch preferred dividend stock that's been going crazy. A lot of you have said that was the best video I ever made. And, I was shocked myself that you could literally generate that much income tax-free. And it's a complete game changer for retirees and anyone that just wants to just increase their passive income by simply moving money out of like high yield savings and money market accounts and CDs and all of these low yield, assets, low yielding assets, and move them into a superior yielding asset that's backed by Bitcoin. So be sure to check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. This kind of ties into the video that I'm posting today about the earnings preview. Okay, a lot of companies are posting earnings today. I think a lot of people were taken back by Meta yesterday. So, hopefully the market can rebound. We have Amazon, Apple, Coinbase, Reddit, Western Digital Strategy, Rocket companies, Riot, Cloudflare, and Roku all reporting earnings after market close. So there's three crypto-based companies: Riot, which is a Bitcoin miner, obviously Strategy, and then Coinbase, which is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. So it should be interesting today, okay? The consensus on the street is that MSTR will have an earnings of about a loss of 11 cents per share. I think that's going to be completely wrong, simply because I don't think the analysts understand kind of how Bitcoin gain works. And it was clear they didn't understand it in Q2 because the consensus EPS forecast was a loss of 12 cents and MSTR posted a gain of $32 per share. So I expect this to happen again because, a lot of people don't really understand Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin's a new asset and people don't really understand it. So I'm over on 100% Strategy, really cool account over on X. And he posted this. He said, Q3 earnings tomorrow, MSTR about to drop a BTC nuke. Consensus clowns predict a loss of 10 cents EPS and 117 million revenue. Wrong. With Bitcoin mooning Q3, average buy 110K, holdings now 640,000 coins. Expect fair value gap earnings bomb between $4 to $6 billion in Bitcoin gain, net income of $3 billion plus, and EPS of $10 plus. So the software revenue steady at 118 million, but who cares? Digital credit engine yields 8 to 10% BTC growth. S&P inclusion teas, premium explodes. HODL MSTR fix yourself. Bitcoin holders get wrecked watching from the sidelines. So if there was a time that I think MSTR would start to outperform Bitcoin, it would probably happen now. And if he's right about an S&P 500 inclusion cheese. Now, this is also interesting because remember, S&P Global just gave Strategy a credit rating. Okay, so that's a good sign. So perhaps the S&P wants to give Strategy a credit rating because they intend to include them in December, and that would be a game changer for the MNAV. Okay, the MNAV on MSTR is absolutely in the basement right now. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, folks. This is bad. I haven't seen the MNAV even close to this low since the bear market. So, but we're not at the crypto bear market though. I mentioned in previous videos, we haven't seen a single top signal. Okay, there's fear in the crypto markets right now. So we didn't hit the top, but the MNAV is continually going towards one. I mentioned that it would be advantageous for the U.S. government to buy a 10% stake in Strategy if this trend continues. But perhaps this is the pivot point. Perhaps this is the time where the MNAV reverses. So I expect a couple of key things to happen in the earnings call. I expect Michael Saylor to really expound and really go in depth on his goal to basically disrupt the fixed income industry. And I think a lot of people are underestimating the opportunity that you not only have with MSTR, but even some of these preferred stocks. We're going to make a complete video going in depth and all of these preferred stocks because even myself, I basically been 100% MSTR. But after I even rewatched my own video, the one I posted about the 10% tax-free dividends, I rewatched it like 4 or 5 times, and I just started to think like, my goodness, if MSTR pumps over the next like 5, 10, 20 years, right? And when I, turn potentially 59 and a half, if this really happens, I would love to just hold MSTR for like 20 years solidly and then just move into STRC and get that 10% APY monthly dividend. That is just such a game changer. And, I was actually losing a bit of sleep over it. I couldn't believe, I wish this product was available like 5 or 10 years ago, because I would have made so many different financial decisions if I knew I could have yielded that much money from Stretch. But, the opportunity wasn't available then. So, in hindsight, I have some financial regrets, but it's good that Saylor is providing this product not only for investors like us who didn't have the opportunity to earn such a high yield with basically a lot less risk, but it's really good for some younger investors out there as well, that you have the opportunity to basically invest in STRC. So check out that video I posted earlier if you have any questions about that. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin's dumping right now, and I want to post some other videos, especially for the MSTR Investor Club members. So I'm going to wrap up this video right now. If you're interested in basically generating income from your shares while you wait for MSTR to break out with Bitcoin's pump, then buy a copy of my ebook, MSTR Options Cash Flow. I show you how to sell covered calls in that book, and also how to generate income on the wild volatility of MSTR. And join the MSTR Investors Club as well to chat in the private Discord chat. We're going to share a lot of information in there today, and we post a lot of videos for members only, so be sure to check all of that out. And stay tuned until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you listen to the earnings call if you can. If not, check out the transcript, and we're going to review everything on the channel in depth. I have a much longer video planned for the earnings call, kind of my earnings call reaction, because I really want to dissect each of the parts in depth. So just stay tuned to that video. It'll probably be one of my longer videos, and we'll see how that works. I know a lot of you said you preferred shorter videos, so I've tried my best to keep all of my videos, under 15 minutes as possible. So let me know if you're open to a longer Q3 2025 reaction video where I sit down and I go through the transcript and I break it down and I go through certain points. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Or if you just prefer my current format where I try to keep my videos as short as possible and concise, let me know if you like that as well too. So that's all I got into this. That's all I got in this video, everyone. Hang in there, okay? Like I said, we've been down, but other stocks have sold off as well. This is a lot of other Bitcoin treasury stocks are down too. So it's not like MSTR is the only stock that's taken a beating recently. So see everyone in the next video, and take care.